Check, 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 check.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you.
Push the like button.
I'll miss you if you go.
Everyone should post
yes, I'm
on your
gonna let you know just how much I tell your mama. I tell your papa too. I'm gonna let everyone know about
Let's
my
do
love,
this
so
in
I
3,
really
2,
hope you
1.
love me.
Here we go. Hello, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day to ya. Ooh, we're cooking it, folks. How are we doing today, folks? A TBC to be continued. Let's continue to put that finger onto that like button.
push the like button.
Give it a push, give it a pull, give it a flick, give it a flack. Do what you gotta do. Get it on its back. Get that like button on its back. It's Valentine's Day. If you don't take that like button and throw it onto that, love seat or whatever, listen, just hit the button once. 3 times or 5. Call the voicemail line, folks. 412-138-9828. Call the voicemail line. Let us know what you think. We're going to do a tight hour, then I'm doing date night. Tight hour. We'll be here for the next hour. Hello, MB. Petra Aruba, good to see you. Michael says, good riddance, Shanae. No spoilers, no fighting. No super chats. Hold on. Plenty of super chats. No fighting. No spoilers. Spoil yourself. Spoil me with that super chat. Veronica says, let's do some shots. All right. Elizabeth said she missed the first 45 minutes. I will catch you up. There was a 2-on-1 date. Genevieve came out on top, which is not bad. Excuse me. Wrong button. Like I said, Genevieve came out on top.
Oh my god.
And that's where we're at, folks. Yes, that's right, Sarah. A tight hour. None of that loose hour. Just a real tight Dave Neal.
Oh my God.
Here it is, folks. Ready to go. Oh, the way it hits. That hits good, folks. Let's get into it. Michael said, Mara is attractive. I hope she didn't dig herself a hole. Well, you know, I mean, she just played that card. She played that. She let the producers convince her that she was going to be the one to tell Clayton who's there for the wrong reasons. And look, Shanae could do that because he really liked Shanae. He doesn't like Mara enough. And B says, I love Genevieve, old cousin Jen. We call her cousin Jen over here. Therese says, Dave has J-Lo and Tasha has Owen. Yeah, I just got the meanest comment from someone who's told me that Tasha was 1 million times out of my league. Who left that comment? Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. I get it when people joke around, but sometimes I'm like, ye of little faith. Ye audience of little faith. Come on. We're all in the same league. Right? Are you guys out of my league? My audience is out of my league. That's fine. My hair's doing a weird thing. All right. Jen says, I put my money on 1 hour, 14 minutes. All right. Remember that, Jen. You know me. A tight hour turns into 3.5. I literally tried to have a quick New Year's Eve live stream. 4 hours later, there's beer on the ceilings. Like, what happened? All right. We'll go to the voicemails. We'll check them out in a second. Here, you guys want to know how bored I was? I'm gonna tell you guys how bored I was. I was so bored. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I was so bored that I was looking at Serene's Instagram right here, and I was like, "Oh, that's fun. It's Serene on a jet." We like that, right? And it reminded me of the Tinder swindler. I don't know if you saw this. It's about a guy who's jet setting. I guess he's an Israeli guy. Jet setting all over the world and scamming women he meets on Tinder. But then I thought it would be fun to maybe put Serene into the private jet with the Tinder swindler. But who's got the time to do that? Am I right? Okay, there it is, folks. That's the old... And by the way, you're out of your mind if you don't think I'm going to be dressing up as the Tinder swindler for Halloween. Absolutely. He looks like Steve Jobs... if Steve Jobs sold dead sea salt at the mall. I think we get that reference. All right, let's see. Did this... You know, just once I need someone to get my back. Just get my back. Anyway. All right, doesn't matter. There it is, folks. The Tinder swindler. All right, this is good tunes we got here. I feel like we're like old school Hollywood right now. 114 in the chat, 37 thumbs ups. All right. It'll be a very tight hour if we don't get those likes up. That's a threat, folks. All right, let's see what we have here. Let's go to Bachelor Nation. Let's see what Bachelor Nation is saying. They post some good memes. Let's watch some of their memes while we get ready. Me after seeing Susie at the clock tower and not Shanae. Yeah, we thought Shanae was going to be the one, right? Clayton when he thought he was meeting Mara at the clock tower. All right, plenty had the jokes. A bi-coastal love story, Bree Springs. Clayton struggling to use the Matt James playbook after Susie told him she's falling in love with him. Yeah, it's got to be tough for them not to like overly share, you know? Being such a people pleaser. Mara is proof that just because you are older doesn't mean you are more mature. Excuse me. You know, what I say is, you know, the idea that of maturity means you're ready to get married in 2 months. I think the most mature person understands they would never want to get married or engaged in 2 months. You know, I just for once want to see someone go, you know what, I'm so mature, Clayton, I cannot see myself with you at the end of this. I could see myself dating you and getting to know you, but just once I want someone to say that. And maybe they do, but the Bachelor would never air that. They would never air someone being like, look, the format's silly, the success rate's low, but I still want to date you when this is over. They're not going to air that. But that's kind of how it goes. All right. There's nothing against Mara, and I don't want to give her any hate. there isn't much substance to her villainhood because we don't see her being a sort of threat at all for Clayton. Shanae, like, he really liked Shanae. I couldn't believe he didn't get rid of her. I mean, I couldn't believe he didn't keep her. The face of a man who has to stop listening to things the girls tell him about each other. Yeah. It takes a while to know you're getting, who's it? Were that a Red Sox game? They're at Fenway Park. I know Fenway Park when I see it. That's Fenway Park. Valentine's Day photo there. All right, so that's what we got there. All right, my Instagrams are blowing up. All my notifications are coming in from... So many people have commented on Tasha's reel that she made us for Valentine's Day. All right. Well, let's go to some voicemails, all right? Why don't we check in with the voicemails in this tight hour? Hey, Veronica says, my sister thinks you're insanely hot. Well, Veronica, I don't take compliments well, but thank you. I was not fishing for a compliment. I wasn't doing that. But it was just literally funny. Let me see if I can find the alert. It was literally funny. And again, I'm not blaming anyone. By all means, we love Tasha here. Absolutely. But someone had commented. Is it still there? Oh, look at someone says, he corny, you deserve better, Tasha. And look, Michael A commented on my reel. Yeah, it's a big game. Come up for Bengals Nation. Let's do it. Oh, that's what I said, and he liked it. He said there's always next year. Monica from Florida says, the amount of inception happening. I am watching you, watching her, watching herself crush it. I think my reels are doing pretty well. Here's a reel of me watching Tasha check herself out. That makes sense? Let's see what we got going on here. I'm trying to do more reels where I, make fun of how absurd it is to live in Hollywood. Anyway, where was the one of the person making fun of me? It doesn't matter. Sarah said, why would someone say that, though? I don't know. That's just what people say. Weird stuff. Grateful Edge says the New Year's live stream was epic. It sure was, wasn't it? I should put that to private and give that away. I should make a live stream. You know what I should do? There are ways to make like all-star playlists. I should make an all-star playlist with the best live streams ever. We've had a couple great ones. I mean, I feel like every live stream is fun on my end. I try to have fun, but some are just like exceptional. Anyway, I was trying to see who this person... Oh, this was the one. I love Dave Neal, but you are out of his league by 20,000 leagues. Can you believe that? And hey, don't get me wrong. She gets paid to model. We went to a casting call for this modeling gig, and I would never want to do that shit. It's so annoying. But, sometimes they treat you well. But I've never felt so disgusting in my life. They literally look at people and point to you if they want to keep you or not. And they looked at me and they were like, and then they just went to the next person. I was like, hello, hi. It doesn't matter. It's not my thing. It's not what I do. Anyway, 20,000 leagues under a sea or out, whatever. Okay, let's get into it. We're not here to have a pity potty. All right. Sarah says, Tinder swindler. Why haven't I heard this? Oh, you're missing out. Sarah's missing out. You got to watch it. It's it's just a quick documentary. Bruce says he looks like Steve Jobs and Harry Potter had a kid. That's a great one. That's a great one. Lindsay Marshall says, all y'all talking about getting married young. I'm 34, not ready. Hey, Lindsay, that's okay. I'm 37. We're still working on it. Get a lot of hair comments. Thank you guys so much. You guys know the weight of my heart is through hair comments. Erica says, are things getting weird tonight? Not yet, but the night is young. We're just going to do a tight hour together. Teresa says, massage the like.
Oh my
do what you got to do. Get on top of that like. Get on top of that like. Post on it. Wrong one. Where's the... No, that's not it. Hold on.
Push the like button.
This is going to be on Dave Neal, by the way.
That's it.
This is going to be on Dave Neal, by the way.
Oh, man. I get so annoyed that Nick Vial interrupted This would have been the greatest soundbite if Nick Viall didn't interrupt it.
This is gonna be on Dave Neal, by the way. Dave Neal's making a clip of this right now.
He literally couldn't let her finish the sentence. And listen, if you're gonna shout me out on the Nick Viall show, tell Nick to zip it so we can get a full soundboard in. I might have to like digitally remove his voice.
This is gonna be on Dave Neal, by the way. Dave Neal's making a clip of this right now.
I gotta tell you what, it's a weird world. Ashley said my reels are awesome. Thanks so much. I'll show you the other one. By the way, guess what? Tasha left the chocolate covered strawberries out and the dog ate one. Now, I know you're not supposed to feed your dog chocolate, but a 55-pound dog, if he eats a little bit of chocolate, it's not the end of the world. But I was like, how sneaky is my dog that he was able to get up? He was able to get up on the thing and just eat it. And like, we didn't even see him chewing. It was just gone. And we're like, when did he eat it? So this was what I made earlier.
And that's how you keep your lady happy.
This is a work of art.
And then who said, oh, hi, you deserve better. What should I say to that? He corny, you deserve better. Clearly, you haven't tried my cooking. Let's see who it is that thinks that she deserves better. Emperor Orlin says he corny. Founder of D12L brand, Boston Strong. All right, so he's using Boston Strong, the marathon bombing, to sell t-shirts. He's also a pageant supporter. I don't know, bro. A lot of emojis here. What are all these emojis? Follow you, I respect you, hundred. Get to know a lion-hearted gentleman. I don't know, man. I'm not here to judge, but you look pretty corny. Not to mention his following to follower ratio is no bueno. Let's do this. He corny. Let's do that. He corny. Oh, boy, the amount of emoji game. Look at the emojis. Trick or treat, babies, no child left behind. What in the DACA is going on here? Emperor Lin. Okay. Well, he's shooting his shot, so we give him credit for that. Got to shoot your shot. All right, we're just trying to barrel through the comments here. I can't promise I can get to everyone's comment. Super chats we can get to. All right. Bruce said it looks like a bot. You know, that's a good question. Could this be a bot? I don't think it's a bot because the person... Why would he comment on her page is winning... I don't know. No, I don't think it's a bot. Either way, he corny. We know that. What can you do? All right, enough publicity for you, sir. All good. All good. We don't mind. You know, we get these all the time. Honestly, it doesn't affect us whatsoever. Erica said, leave that poor kid alone. Leave him alone? I'm the victim. I'm the victim here. All right, let's see. Someone just shared a video with us. So this is what happens. Once the episode's over, I get a ton of DMs from people. So I try to sift through them while I talk to you. And let's see. We got a DM here from Amanda Klutz, but it's her son. I don't know if I want to share it. I had nothing to do with this. Lucky to catch him. This kid is... Anyway, I'm not going to share that, but it's still nice to see. All right. Now, somebody asked if Hannah Ann got engaged. So I get these comments a lot. Did Hannah Ann get engaged? And then we have happiest day. So, okay, ring. Hannah Ann, happiest day. And it's got a diamond ring. Do you think she got engaged? That might be a video tomorrow. Let's put that on the list. Upcoming. Hannah and engaged. Now, I'm thinking this ring is supposed to mean Super Bowl ring, but hey, if I can squeeze a story out of it, we'll go for it. All right, 41 new Instagram. I mean, gosh. I think it's all Tasha responding to comments. All right. Well, we haven't checked the voicemail line, so let's get into your voicemails here in this tight hour. Give me a second. We're going to have to turn this music down. All right, we got some voicemails. By all means, call the voicemail line 401-213-9828. Let's go. We got what appears to be 2 men and 2 women calling in. Let's have a listen.
Hey, Dave. It's Miriam again from Tennessee.
Hi, Miriam.
I just wanted to thank you for everything that you're doing. You know, Clayton's growing on me. I see he's got a little bit of swagger and how he's charming these ladies. Honestly, I'm team Rachel. Like, Rachel is just fire. They have an incredible connection. I mean, he is all in with her. Susie stepping up. I mean, I did not expect that note to be from Susie. And all in all, I feel like Mara's just grasping for straws. And, you know, she's got to go.
Yeah. Rachel. I mean, you know, Clayton says, hey, are you doing this thing? Do you like me? Like, it's funny when we see the guy not get it. Like, he's the lead. So, and he's kind of insecure. He's like, I really like her. Does she like me? And she's like, I'm getting there. And he's like, all right, let's do it. So obviously they're sharing in that love. All right, let's go to Bruce. Bruce is up. By the way, phone calls wide open. 401-213-9828. Leave a voicemail.
Bruce from Oregon. Dave, I think they should leave the thorns on the roses that they give out. And then you should have to wear the roses you receive 24/7 in your clothing. So the more roses you get, you know, the stronger your connection, but also the more painful the process is. What do you think about this idea?
I like that.
All right. Have a good Valentine's Day. Bye.
Bye. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Bruce. That's a great idea. The more roses you win, the more pain you show that you have, which kind of works that way. Yeah, so someone had said, Ashley said, is Hannah Ann displaying her relationship for clout? And it's like, look, I don't know if she's displaying it for clout, but let's go to her page. Give me a second here. But I have to say, it's like, I understand why she hasn't mentioned her boyfriend yet. You want to make things, you know, make it real. But you know what annoys me? And again, this might just be me. But what annoys me is, like, and again, I don't know their relationship, but look at Natalie said, you deserve this. You deserve what? He won the Super Bowl. This is his thing. Hannah Ann says, a moment we will always cherish. And again, look, I'm not trying to sound salty. I know this comes off salty. Maybe they're more serious than I thought, but I feel like they don't know each other that well. Victoria says, so happy for y'all. I know what they mean. Everyone's happy that she's in a relationship. But it's like, this is his job. I don't know. Like... And I'm not saying she didn't like him before he won. All right, let's see what we got here. So there they are doing the thing, day in the life. I mean, look, good for her. Everyone's happy. This is what you want. You want to marry a pro athlete. I mean, this is what you want, right? I mean, I don't know. It probably comes with its own challenges. Like the person's probably super focused on their career and a lot of other things. But when she posted, I don't know where it is. When she posted a video... Jake cut the rose last night. Hold on. All right, we family after party. We celebrated all night. I mean, no, don't get me wrong, guys. Don't get me twisted. I'm a little salty. It's cool that she's dating a guy who just won the Super Bowl. That's really cool. Don't get me wrong. Whoa, there they are. But also, we just never got to see this guy until he won the Super Bowl. So it's kind of like what was going on. You know what I mean? Maybe she didn't want to. Maybe she knew. Okay, we'll have grace. Maybe she knew she would steal his moment if she announced their relationship beforehand. I don't know. Either way, what else do we got here? So there they are doing their thing. All right, we got that already. The Rams Pro Shop doing shots. All right, they had fun. All right, we'll give it to you. Let's see if she's got the reel. See, she doesn't have the reel up from beforehand. All right. So that's the Super Bowl ring. And the Super Bowl ring is probably worth a lot more than an engagement ring. As far as, Neal Lane puts a nice ring together, but it ain't a Super Bowl ring. Yes, someone got engaged last night. I don't have the clip of that. Read your comments here. Let's go to the next voicemail, and I'll read some comments. Let's go to Linda in Indy.
Hey, David. It's Linda from Indy.
Hi, Linda.
I was just calling to let you know that was the best episode yet.
Okay.
And I've seen that to be continued, and I laughed my butt off because I know you are going to kill it. All right, Dave. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Linda, thank you so much for the vote of confidence. I like that. Look, I'm not in the Super Bowl, but one might say that when it comes to the Super Bowl of Bachelor, we're scoring touchdowns, right? I don't know.
Oh my God.
All right. Let's go to Josh in New York City. Good to hear from Josh.
Hey, this is Josh calling from New York City. What a great episode. Honestly, we got everything we needed, from love to drama and everything in between.
Yes,
sir. Just so thankful for your show and can't wait to see where the episode goes.
Yeah, good to hear from you, Josh. I didn't feel like there was too much drama this episode, but there's only so much they can do. There's only so much outrage we can have at Shanae and this and that. Shanae did offer an apology. Well, no, I'm sorry. She didn't offer an apology. She did offer a statement. We'll probably be covering this more in depth tomorrow, but let's go to Shanae's Instagram. And by all means, call the voicemail number. Let me know where you're calling from. 401-213-9828. Let's go to Shanae and see what we have here. So this is her little video of her wearing camo. You probably couldn't see her because she's in camouflage, but that's her right there, in case you couldn't see. And here's what she had to say. Whoa. Joey from Blossom. Whoa. All right. You had to know. What a wild ride it's been. Yesterday I had the opportunity to spend the day with my dad, my first love, and I'm so thankful for this special relationship in my life. As we were making donuts and hauling ass, I took some time to reflect on this journey of a lifetime. I want to thank all of my homies at home, for my family, for supporting me through this journey in my family. For those of you who don't know me, I wanted to share a few things. If you choose to judge me on the 5 hours of footage you've watched, I'm sad you didn't get a look into the real me. If you were so quick to say you would never be so mean to someone while simultaneously sending me hateful messages so ugly I wouldn't repost, that doesn't make you better than me. My realness isn't for everyone. Real never makes everyone happy. I made a promise to myself a long time ago that my heart won't ever be guided by anyone else but me. There are big things in store, and for now I'm just going to eat shrimp and continue to be my authentic self. Clayton, good luck to you, and I hope you find what your heart is looking for. It was an honor to be a part of your journey. There's like that rule where you don't mess with someone else's money. I don't know if comedians have that rule where it's like if a fellow comedian hasn't I would never talk trash about another comic to affect his livelihood. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to figure a way to relate this right here. When someone says, they would never be as mean as her and then send her hateful messages, I understand her comments there. But I also understand that Shanae, in a lot of ways, created wars that didn't need to exist. Now, some might say that, I don't know how much Elizabeth was at fault here, but if you take Elizabeth out of the equation, and I don't believe Elizabeth was at fault, other than maybe ruffling or providing situations that Shanae couldn't handle appropriately. When you look at the way Shanae then treated Genevieve, you go, okay, Shanae's the problem. We believed it at first, but now it's solidified that Shanae is the problem. So it's not about needing to be liked by everyone, but her response is kind of Yosef-y in the sense that Yosef never wanted to apologize. He never thought he did anything wrong. He thought it was completely appropriate the way he raised his voice and yelled at Claire and did all these things. And I just think that's vastly misguided. And for Shanae, we'll properly diagnose how she comes off on the Women Tell All. It'll be the first chance to see her post whatever vibes she felt she got from this season. Is she the type that will put up a wall and say, I'm perfectly fine, but be broken and hurt inside? Maybe. Maybe she's taking this really hard, or maybe it doesn't affect her at all. I have a hard time believing it wouldn't affect her at all. Let me know what you guys think. Call the voicemail line 401-213-9828, and we're going to get into some more voicemails if we have more. Oh, we have 2 more coming up, but call the line. We have a couple more open spaces. Grateful Edge says, instead of fantasy suites, the Bachelor producers should just drop the lead in the final 3 on an abandoned island, so it turned into Naked and Afraid. I would love that. I would love, I've seen some of the survival dating shows. That would be a ton of fun. All right. Let's go to our next voicemail. Oh, we have Elizabeth calling in from Southeast Pennsylvania. She's calling in live from a Wawa. It appears she's eating an ogie and drinking some beers.
Hi, everyone. It's Elizabeth calling from Southeast Pennsylvania. My question, I guess, going back to the Hannah Ann thing, I don't really know much about Hannah Ann. And I guess from what I am understanding, this is the first time that we're, seeing this dude. My question would be whether if they had lost the game, would she have been revealing him this way? Or would he still be a secret if they lost?
Good question.
There it is. All right, have a good night. Bye.
Thank you, Elizabeth in Southeast Pennsylvania. Not to be confused with the other parts of Pennsylvania. You know us. We get a lot of calls from Elizabeths in Northwest Pennsylvania. This is a different one. So here's Hannah Ann. She did make a video with Jake. I believe that's his name, right? Jake. She did make a video with him before the Super Bowl after he won the AFC. So it's a good question. I can understand her wanting to be a part of his journey, but boy, wouldn't it suck though if they end up not staying together and then all of his after game Super Bowl ceremony photos have her in it? I'd be like, can we just Photoshop her out and just put a bunch of the ceremonial glitter, whatever on top. But, hey, maybe they've been together for a while. It's really hard to know. We don't necessarily go too hard into their lives. Jake Funk, he's LA Rams running back. I don't know how much he played in the game, to be quite honest. I wasn't really paying too much attention to the running back situation. But he seems like a good-looking dude. And let's see what he has from yesterday on his Instagram stories. Smoking cigars. Now, they have to wear the eye protection because they do a lot of champagne. No need to get champagne in the old eyeballs. All right, so what else do we have here? Reposted some things. There he is. Let's see here. Did he get any playing time? Let's look at the, you know what? Well, it doesn't really matter. I was going to say we could look at the whole charts. But what's interesting here is okay, wait, hold on a second. He did share this. Wait, no. She shared it. And so now that there's a new way that Instagram works where you can add a contributor. So someone took this photo of me right here. And now it's on my grid, even though, because personally I wouldn't do this double photo thing, but you can see somebody else, it was at a show I was on, and this guy, Matt Coughlin, tagged me in it, but it doesn't show up in my tagged photos, it shows up in my main grid because we're tagged as collaborators. I don't know. Point is that we don't exactly have a Jake post, which isn't a big deal, but look, I'm not saying she's more into him or this or that. No, clearly we know nothing about this relationship. We're happy for them, and we'll have to see how the offseason goes. All right, do we have any more voicemails? That's the next question. We have 2 voicemails. Oh, one of our favorites. We love multiple Pennsylvania voicemails. Let's hear from Mimi in Pittsburgh. I hope her shoulder's doing better.
Hi, Dave. This is Mimi from Pittsburgh. Just calling to say hello, happy Valentine's Day. I have nothing to say about the show, but I could use some humor because of my fractured humerus is killing me tonight. Bye.
Oh, Mimi. So if you guys don't know, we had a lot of snow last week, and Mimi slipped in the snow. Humerus is the long bone of the upper limb or forelimb of Okay, so let's go here. Which one's the humerus? Oh, boy, you broke your humerus. Ow! That sounds like yikes. That hurts thinking about that. Oh, Mimi, I hope you're doing okay. We're going to try our best to bring the joy. Everyone send Mimi some loving, positive energy, and hopefully that can help you repair things faster. Trying to go back to your voicemails here. I've got one voicemail left, and then the line's wide open, so everyone can call in.
Hey, Dave, it's Sarai.
Hi, Sarai.
Since you're not doing a West Coast live stream, I decided to hop in today. Today's on your live stream now. So my last voicemail was before the mark date. Now it's post mark date. And it was one of the best times that I've ever had with him. Like, ever. We went to a steakhouse. This vegetarian ate some steak. It was well worth it. It was 2 bites, but it was so good. And
did you, were you guys medium rare? I don't know.
And he was more lovey-dovey with me.
Lovey-dovey?
We actually had conversations about our dead fathers, and we never really talked about that before, but it felt really good. And then he actually told me something. It was really cute. He likes the Jonas Brothers. I never would have put him and the Jonas Brothers in the same sentence, but he actually really likes them. I never would have thought. And then I told him, so we could drink a lot. I'm not drinking him again for another month until I see him again. But I told him that I really liked him, like, a lot. And he just sat there and glowed. It was so cute. But,
did he say it back?
We haven't had that relationship talk yet, but I'm thinking next visit I'm going to. Or at least not tiptoe around it, but, like, mention something. I don't know yet. I'll think of something.
Well, that's what they call it, defining the relationship. So let's see about that.
But it was really one of the best times we've ever had. And right now he is hopefully on his way back home from Vegas. He went with his buddy. And then he texted me saying his flight got delayed. And I'm agreeing with Travis that he was just thinking about me while he was getting delayed, and I actually really thought that it was kind of cute that he actually thought about me. Of course he thought about me. But anyway, so that is my relationship update that everyone wanted. All right, see you guys soon. All right, bye.
Bye. So when it comes to defining the relationship, I'm no expert. First, assess where you are in the relationship, Say it's important to ask yourself how it makes you feel. Are you happy? Are you constantly anxious about where you stand with that person? Sounds like you got at least some level of anxiety about where you stand. Usually people want to have these talks because they feel stationary. And if you feel stuck and stagnant, that means something needs to progress and move forward. A catalyst would be the conversation. Next, assess what you want. Once you thought about why you're pulled to have the define the relationship conversation, ask yourself what it is you want. What do you want, Sarai? What do you want in the relationship? Once you answer those questions, you'll know what to ask the person. Do you want to be labeled his girlfriend? Do you want to know that you both are monogamous together? Like whatever it is you want, write it down and find a way to ask him about it. Prepare yourself for what they might say or how you'll react. You may want to suggest having a committed monogamous relationship, and the person might reveal they're not into the idea. Be prepared to decide what that'll mean for you moving forward. So it doesn't mean you have to agree. Like, it's not an ultimatum, but if you want to be something and at least let him know what it is you want to be. Be mindful of how you start the conversation. Don't make a formal announcement using a trite phrase like, we need to talk. Even if you've planned, by the way, such great advice. Never start with, we need to talk. Geez, way to give people complete anxiety. Even if you've planned when you want to have the conversation, it's important to make it flow naturally like any other one. If you push too hard or set it up as a potential confrontation, the person might feel threatened and run in the opposite direction. So first of all, you want to take his keys first so he can't run away. Flatten his tires, metaphorically speaking. Ask open-ended questions. Oh, this is good, Sarai. You can ask open-ended questions. Opening questions instead of ones that require a definitive yes or no answer. This signals that you're coming from a flexible space and you won't judge the person for answering your questions openly and honestly. Use I statements. I like you. I enjoy spending time with you. I'd like to spend more time with you. What do you think? Ask him what he thinks. I think I'd like to make it official with you, but I'd love to know what you think. Be specific. After expressing that you like what you... Oh, I just lost it. Where did it go? Be specific. Be specific. BESPECIFIC. Cheerleader Dave. After expressing what you like about the relationship and whether the other person is on the same page, discuss what you think the next step should be. If you're only seeing each other every other week, say you'd like to see them once a week or more. Be prepared to define the relationship conversation throughout your relationship. Yeah, that's a good one. You always have to, defining things is something that you do to move forward. You just set your own boundaries and you learn where you are. I can't tell you how many relationships we've all been in where somebody's mad because they couldn't say what they wanted and we think the other person's a mind reader. Ladies, we're not mind readers. Okay? We're pretty smart people. We don't read minds. That's not what we do. We're dumb like that. There we go. Sarai says, this is much better than asking Nick.
You cut the crap.
Trying to get my Nick quote.
This is going to be on Dave Neal, by the way. Dave Neal's making a clip of it.
I'll make an argument.
All right. Ruined it. Just ruined it. Erica says, Nick Vial couldn't give us such good advice as Sad Shrimp Dave. Well, I didn't read the thing. I just Googled it. I'm no expert. Today, he's chocolate strawberry shrimp Dave. Yeah, that's the only way I'm eating shrimp is if I dip it in chocolate. Grateful Edge has a joke to make Mimi happy. What do you call a lover that goes through your phone? I'm trying to get a peekaboo. Hope that V-Day joke cracks a smile. Just like it cracked your bone in your arm. Oh, boy. Okay, Mimi. We're here for you. Let's cure somebody. Let's fix Mimi tonight. I feel like if we all just send Mimi some love, just love. Send her some love, everybody. Get some of that love and energy. Just fix that bone right up right there. You know what I mean? I'm giving you the good bone, Mimi. Come on. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. No voicemails. All right. Well, without any voicemails, should we just wrap it up, or does anyone want to call in? Does anyone want to call in? All right, so we got Shanae's response. Let's take a look and see what else is being posted in the Bachelor interwebs here. Like I said, a very transitionary episode where we're not really surprised that Shanae left. This is one of those episodes that, we know there's a lot looming, but not much going on. We have a post from Marissa. If you don't love me the way Kanye West loves Kim Kardashian, I don't want it. Bye. See ya. Have a good one. Oh, that's fun. Let's see what the comments are here. Obviously, Kanye West is going off the deep end. Well, that explains a lot. If the relationship isn't toxic, I don't want it. This is a very bad take. I totally believe she was kidding. Someone said women have died because of men like that. I mean, obviously, I assumed it was a joke. Right? What do I know? What do I know? Not enough. All right, so we're going to have a lot of content coming your way tomorrow, guys. Sorry, I said Mark was the first one to mention our next time together, so that's always a huge step forward. That's good. Sophia is medium sauced. So I understand, Sarai. So you never got the chance to talk to Nick, and that's why you're telling me I'm better than Nick. Oh, you were all excited. You got me being Sad Shrimp Dave, and then Nick ghosts you, and you're like, you know what? I'll go back to old Blue Collar Dave. And you go back to Blue Collar Dave, and what am I doing? Here, offering you advice like the giving tree that I am. And all you want to do, Sarai, is chop my branches down and whittle me into a stump. And there'll be no shade left for anybody. I'm kidding. I'm losing it. Haven't had an edible yet. Boy, I had one last night. Let me I woke up. You ever wake up after the edible and you're like, that thing's still working? Then you have that morning edible with the morning coffee. That is it. Ooh, boy. Yeah. That's how you do it. Let's ask a question. Do you guys like Sarah for Clayton? Now, obviously, she's adorable. She's very kind. The youngest one, Sarah. Do we like her for Clayton? Teddy is essentially the same age as Sarah. I'm not sure which one comes off younger, but I don't really love either of them for Clayton. Grateful Edge says, what do you think about Clayton's reaction to Teddy telling Clayton that she's a Virginian? I think he meant virgin. He looked like a deer in headlights. He started asking lots of questions. You know, I had just assumed that Teddy had already told him. I guess she didn't. I don't think that's a big deal. I know we make that out to be a big deal. I think the fact that Teddy said, hey, I'm a virgin. I'm not waiting for marriage. I just, the right guy hasn't, whatever. I don't think that's something that's going to really affect Clayton the way he sees it. Now, if I'm trying to phrase this right, if she was 30 and a virgin, maybe that would be different. I'm not trying to make it an age thing, but maybe he's like, all right, she's young, but like, if you get to a certain age, you might be waiting till marriage, and then do you want to marry someone who's still a virgin? Maybe, but if you're not a virgin, I mean, I know we put so much in Western world and world in general, we put a lot on virginity, but if you're not a virgin and somebody is a virgin, do you want to be proposing before you've pumped your palmer? And maybe, but the fantasy suite exists for a reason, But again, everybody's different. Let's see what we got here. Sophia said, Dave is Sarai's rebound. Oh, that's right. No, she's, let's see what we have here. Well, we have no voicemails. A lot of people are threatening to leave voicemails, but we don't have any. Kim doesn't want to call in. I understand, Kim. Kim does a lot of heavy lifting on the voicemail line. I totally get it. Tony said, best sleep on an edible. Yeah, I like a little bit of an edible just to sink into that, especially if I'm a little sore. There's no better way to let the body just totally relax overnight than if I'm going to bed at 11. Usually I go to bed at like 11 to 12, wake up at 6. I try to get 6 hours. If I can get 6.5, that's great. Wake up at 6:30. But boy, I tell you what, that edible, you take it about 45 minutes before you go to bed. Or like if we're going to watch a movie, like maybe I'll take one right before I start the movie. Maybe I'll up the dosage just a little bit. You know what I mean? Just to know it's working. You know what I mean? Really put some pedal to the metal on the old edible situation. All right. That'd be a fun thing to have people send in, is just edibles. But maybe I should not encourage people to send in drugs. Although people have. Sophia said, Dave, you shouldn't take being Sarai's advice rebound. That is emotional abuse and you deserve better. I kind of agree. I kind of feel like I'm not setting a healthy boundary by just letting Sarai come back. We should probably make Sarai do some sort of penance, right? What should we make Sarai do to welcome her back into our good graces? Now, as you guys probably don't know, Sarai tried to leave us for Nick Vial, who has less subscribers than we do. But more abs. So Sarai tried to leave us for Nick. I mean, what should we make Sarai do to win her good grace back? We kind of need to have her, like, should we get her to steal a street sign? What should we do? What can we do for Sarai? All right, let's go to our next voicemail here. We have a new voicemail that just came in hot off the press. Let's have a listen.
Hi, Dave. This is Anna from Palo Alto.
Hi, Anna.
I feel like every time I call in, your lovely fiance is right next to you, but today she's not. So we've just got Valentine's Day Dave over here. So I'm going back to the Hannah Ann thing. I feel like this is probably everyone's interest. I don't think that she's got some strategy here of when she's announcing her boyfriend or maybe now fiance. I think she's waited and felt like this was the right time to do it because he's going to get publicity, and she was probably going to be at the Super Bowl, so everyone was probably going to be wondering what the heck she's doing there. Anyhow, so yeah, happy Valentine's Day and wishing everyone a lovely end of their day. Bye.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, look, I'm not trying to judge Hannah Ann, but like, I'll tell you what, as a guy who's kind of like, whenever you start something saying as a so-and-so, you have a shit point, As a heterosexual white male, as a cisgendered male, I have to tell you, I totally feel, no. But, there's a lot of times that you feel less than, Everyone's like, are you tall enough? Are you successful enough? How much money do you make? Are you going bald? Do you have this? Do you have that? Man, I mean, I'm not saying women don't get an relenting amount of pressure, but like the guys get pressure for like, are you successful? So then it's like this guy wins the Super Bowl or goes to the Super Bowl. All of a sudden she's like, woo, we're on the Rams. And I'm not saying it didn't exist before. And I'm not saying she did anything wrong. I'm just saying as a guy, when you get suspicious and you just go, what if he wasn't on the Rams? What if this guy worked at Enterprise? Now, obviously, we like people for different reasons, but, they're making that good money. Jake's making that good. Even the league minimum's paying you pretty well. So good for them. Again, he's a cute guy. Look, hey, it's not like she's, a poet laureate, right? I mean, she was on a TV show where you bump Harry's or you don't. So I'm not trying to say that she's not skilled labor or he's not. I'm just saying we're following this high profile. And by high profile, I mean, come on. Who are these people?
Hey, Dave, this is Kim from Texas.
Hi, Kim.
And I didn't get a chance to watch the whole episode.
It's all right.
I had to leave when he said Teddy was going to get a one-on-one. So I don't know what happened. So therefore, I can't really leave my opinion about anything because I don't know what happened. So I'm on the live waiting on you guys to talk about something so I can have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? So see, you guilted me into calling in. Now you have a voicemail. Okay? Bye.
Bye. I like it. I like it. You made it my fault that you didn't watch the show. I get it. I see what's going on. So here's the boyfriend reveal. I just found it because I'm sort of doing it. So here is the reveal. This was, I believe, boy, she loves those knee-high boots here. But this was after they won, I believe, maybe the NFC Championship. So this was just a few days ago. So there they are. But okay, all right, okay. I'll tell you what annoyed me. Okay, again, much love to them. Here's what annoyed me. You knew, and again, and this is just the world we live in. I'm sure you could find videos of my fiance and myself doing the same thing, but you knew this wasn't necessarily an authentic moment. Okay, and you'll know it by the end of this clip. Watch this clip and tell me how authentic this is. Boom. Right? Do something cute. Steal the hat. Make it a fun moment. Get it for the gram.
Oh my God.
So, look, I'm not blaming her. Again, I just have these moments where I go, there's anyone would have done it. I get it. If Tasha was in the World Series, I'd be like, babe, yo, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I get it, all right? I'm not saying I'm above it. We'll read some comments. Usually the comments are pretty supportive of Hannah Ann. Although the Reddit kind of, and again, I don't take anything that Reddit says, seriously. But Reddit has sort of enjoyed how Hannah Ann existed in her own universe. It'll be like day 3 of a giant global pandemic, and she's like, gonna go get my teeth whitened today. And everyone's like, what the hell is this? Someone said there was an attempt of the leg wrap hug, but that seems to only work on the Bachelor set. Well, yeah, he's got giant legs. When you're a football player, you're like, not that Clayton's not, but he's kind of a shorter football player here, and he's got all of his pads on, so it's got to be tough to wrap around him. Oh, but that's fun. That is fun. Let's watch this in slow. Let's watch this. This is Hannah Ann trying to wrap her legs around him. So she needs to get her knees up higher. We can kind of see there. If she gets her knees up higher, which is really going to be a lot of core strength. We're talking lower abs and hip flexors, but if she gets those knees up, we need a telestrator is what we need. Then she can probably go for it. But she just never developed the type of momentum she needed from the get-go. Right there. See, she didn't have any upper body strength to kind of pull herself up, so she really wasn't able to make it, and then she kind of just slid down to the ground. And then here it is, and then there it is for the gram. Hey, look, we can't hate on it. Just calling it out. You just see it, you go, okay, all right. Hey, that's fine. No one cares what I think. All right. Savvy said he probably asked her not to post until after. Athletes want to be focused. No, she posted this before the Super Bowl. This was when they were NFC champions. So, I mean, that's good. She was there rooting them on. Again, there's nothing wrong with rooting your man on. Absolutely. But then she's like, we did it. And it's like, we did it. Were you there in high school and college when this guy was bleeding out of his, hangnail because he got stepped on by a 400-pound guy, had the snot knocked out of his nose? Again, I'm not saying she isn't supportive, any of that. We just need to find out more information on the relationship. Nicole said, have we mentioned the kid has 2 carries for 5 yards in his entire career? Well, Nicole, I mean, look, you know me. Whenever anyone's like, oh, Colton Underwood barely even made it pro, I go, hold on a second. It takes a supreme athlete to get played to play football. So I don't know much about Jake Funk, but I'm sure if we look up Jake Funk here, and by the way, love the name. Like, let's see if she brings him the funk, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my
So if
God.
we look at Jake Funk, I'm sure, is that his name, Jake Funk? Maybe that's not his name. Do I have the wrong name? Hold on a second. Who is this guy? What's this? What's the dude's name? Let me try to find him here. Oh my gosh, Jake Funk? I thought his name was Jake Funk. Yeah, that's his name. Jake Funk, LA Rams running back. We'll give him a follow. And if we go to Jake Funk, hold on. Who's got the funk? Jake Funk, LA Rams. Is that his last name or is that his Instagram? All right, here he is. All right. He's only 24, guys, okay? He's 5'10". He's my height, and he weighs 205 pounds, which means he's absolutely jacked because that's a big, not to say I'm jacked, but if he's 205 pounds of muscle and he's only 5'10", the dude's clearly got some fast feet. 2 carries for 5 yards. Hey, that's okay. Running backs in the NFL, sometimes they're big blockers. Sometimes they don't play much. He had an attempt, lost a yard. That's usually not their fault. You hit the hole running or you don't. So, who knows? Who knows what else he's got going on here? They drafted him with the 233rd overall pick in the 2021 NFL draft. To be completely honest, to be drafted that late in the NFL draft and still make the team is a good thing. Now, let's watch the story of him making the team. This is what we do on Bachelor.
All right, number 2 is a player who is close to our show.
Try to have a sip.
All right, number 2 is a player who is close to our show, and he's going to get carries, and he is going to play on special teams.
2 carries.
And you're going to see him Sunday night against the Bears dressed and making plays. Ladies and gentlemen, Rams running back Jake Funk.
Yeah.
Jake Funk.
We got the funk.
Don't fake the funk, because Jake Funk not only made the team, guys, I talk to those coaches, he's going to play. He's got a role in the offense. I'm talking, it could be.
So that was him in the preseason.
Fake the funk, because Jake Funk not only made the team, guys, I talk to those coaches, he's going to play. He's got a role in the offense. I'm talking, it could be 5 carries, could be more than 5 carries.
Not special teams. Offense. He's in the McVay offense.
Offense. He's going to play for them. Jake Funk, who was a 7th-round pick out of Maryland, who came on our show, and no one had ever heard of Jake Funk on our show. I mean, he had a huge year after. This is the story. This guy tore both ACLs in college. 2018 tore one ACL, 2019 tore the other ACL, has a big 2020, but he's at Maryland, no one's really on the radar, maybe the special teams guy. Comes on Good Morning Football, and we asked him, why should a team draft Jake Funk? Listen to this answer and tell me if you're not ready to run through a wall for Jake Funk.
Starting with the running game, I think I'm a guy who's a very productive runner. I'm a guy who is a downhill, one-cut back. That takes what the defense gives and never, gets negative yards. I don't like to dance. I like to, keep the offense on track in the run game. And then also on top of that, I think, I'm a very versatile player. I think I'm somebody that you can motion out into the slot, become a receiving threat, be a mismatch in that game, as well as, on special teams. I've played every single special teams in my career at Maryland. Racked up 30 tackles in over 2 years on the coverage units. And I think that, within itself could be a weapon. And really, I take pride in being more than just a running back. I'm a football player at heart. and being able to just make plays all over the field, whether that's running, receiving, blocking, or covering kicks and tackling. I think, I do all the basics of football very, very, very well. And I think it rounds out my game and, creates a very versatile player.
So there he is. All right, there he is. Now, Sage said, could there be a bit of sour grapes? Dave is dating a model or engaged, and we love him, but he's getting more laughs than reps, no? I don't understand that. Let me know what you mean. Who's he? Me getting more laughs than reps? What does that mean? But I wouldn't say I've got any sour grapes. You just go, oh boy. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to be 24 playing football. Again, I have no hate towards him. If you're, let me tell you something, guys. If you're 24 years old and you're 5'10" and you made it as a running back, that's amazing. That's amazing. There's plenty of guys that are 6'5", skilled athletes. Look at Dale Moss. I mean, he's, Jake's got this other guy. He's got a Super Bowl ring on his way. So absolutely credit to him. But I see Hannah Ann jump in a photo. I can just imagine. And again, I'm not blaming her. I'd call a friend out. But I can just imagine, she's like, okay, they're about to win. When they win, take a video of me. I'm going to jump on him, steal his hat, and then go like that. I need you to get it, Samantha. And Samantha's like, I got it. And she's like, Samantha, if you mess with me, I'm never going to be friends with you again. All right. And then Samantha's like, nailed it. But I tell you what, yeah, these pants are pretty slippery. He's a running back. You're meant to be elusive. You don't want to give the defense a way to touch you. So, he's basically wearing spandex. She's wearing shined up jeans. She goes to hug him. She slides right down like it's a fire pole. Whatever. Anyway, you guys get the point. All right. So let me know. Am I being sour? Nicole Bayless says, I'm just stating facts. Nicole likes to bring facts to the program. We always like it when people bring hard facts. Ashley says, poor Jake, he has been dragged into Bachelor Nation. If I could give Jake any advice, and why would I would say, keep doing whatever you did to get on that team. You know what I mean? He's busy. He's an athlete. Unlike some of these other guys who are retired athletes that have a lot of time to just look good and make their abs look nice. The dude, abs and all that is good for the Instagram, but clearly, this guy's got a lot of potential there on the team. And hey, who knows? You make the team. If you're a good receiver, I don't know if he's a good receiver, but if he's receiving her pretty well. But if you're a good receiver and you can block okay and you're trustworthy, you'll be set for life. But he's not there yet. He's only played 1 year, so who knows? But the fact that they kept him on the team clearly means he was doing something right. All right. Lotus says he has a thick neck, which I'm sure helps the game time activities. Okay, folks, come on. The girth of the neck, says Nicole. Wow, you guys are loving the neck. Kim says Jake Funk is an overcome of the odds. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Holy neck on that guy. Boy, I wasn't even noticing how much you guys loved his neck. Right, well, I mean, look, yeah, he's got the rhomboid muscle going on. The dude's 5'10". You know what I mean? He's got dudes smashing him all the time. Plus, is he wearing a hoodie? He's got nice hair. That's the important thing. I like to draft a guy with nice hair. Ashley said, do football players' necks lift weights? By the way, I used to play football, so I can't speak for them. Never made it pro. But we did have a workout that was like a leather cap you would put on with a chain, and then you would put a weight at the bottom, and you would do this, and then you would do that. What was this good for your neck? I have no idea. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Sage says, we love you, Dave. All right, very nice. I'll take it. I'll take a love. Nicole says, I have so much respect for making an NFL team. Please do not get me wrong. I'm pointing out Hannah Ann showing off her rookie boyfriend of 2 weeks on Instagram. It's just funny, guys. All jokes, all jokes. Oh, yeah. No. Hey, Nicole, your jokes are welcomed here, Nicole. You bring the cold, hard facts. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are welcomed here. In fact, I appreciate you here. Ashley says, I just think she was doing too much for him not playing. Now, we don't know. We don't know if he played. Let's do this. Super Bowl box score 2022. Let's see if he played at all. Special teams. Special teams is 1/3 of the game. So let's check the box score and look for overview of LA Rams. Let's go Funk. Was Funk, so it doesn't look like Funk made the game at all, which is okay. But it doesn't mean he wasn't on the kicking team. It just means, I don't know if the box score keeps all the stats on the kicking on special teams. You know what I mean? Like if he's not a punt returner or a kick returner, he's not going to be in the stats. Did Jake Funk play in the Super Bowl? Either way, there's a Super Bowl star. Cap's magical season as Super Bowl champ. Hey, for all we know, let's see what they have to say here. Oh, is it Jack Funk? Have I been calling him Jake Funk? The hell's this guy's name? His name's Jake Funk. And yet, this article calls him Jack Funk. How shitty are these articles? Who is Jack Funk? Jake's like, I don't know. Who is he? By the way, are we out of time here? Oh, boy, we are out of time. Let's wrap this puppy up. The Rams' success was felt by teammates, particularly by running back Jake Funk, who in the midst of celebration took to Instagram to declare his new relationship with the Bachelor star Hannah Ann Sluss. There he is, No Neck Nick. While the relationship was previously kept private, Hannah Ann took to Instagram ahead of the Super Bowl, announcing her excitement for the game. Tennessee native. One of these stories included a good luck kiss between the two before Sluss took her seat in the audience to cheer on Funk's team. This sounds like it was written by somebody who has never... I didn't think this would be a story. Maybe would Hannah Ann engaged? By the way, the whole Hannah Ann engaged, obviously that's not what happened, but we might have to go with that storyline. He signed a 4-year rookie contract, which is what you do, but you can still be cut at any time. He recruited to play college football, suffered multiple injuries, like we said. Yeah, he's coming off 2 blown-out knees. He signed with his home state school after being named to the 2015 Maryland Gatorade Player of the Year. He's well-built and plays with pretty good power when the ball is in his hands. He has shifty traits and measurables, but his running style is a little more straightforward. Sounds like he's a first ballot pick for the fantasy suites.
God.
No one's ever told me that I'm shifty in bed. He's number 34. Anyway, there he is. Finding out that he's now on Bachelor subreddits going, wow, I should have dated someone who wasn't on a dating show. As Funk is still relatively new to professional football and the Super Bowl was considered the team's most important game of the year, he was rendered inactive. All right, so he wasn't even active for the game. He was placed in reserve following a hamstring injury, meaning the relatively inexperienced player lost a further 2 months of playing time. He was still in attendance, cheering on his team from the side of the pitch and celebrating with them post-match. So he was inactive, but still suited up. Was he actually inactive? I don't trust anything this article is saying. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's get out of here. All right. Love is a strong word for the neck. I watched Natalie Heal's video on improving your neck. Oh, Sage says go check out Natalie Heal's. Yeah, Natalie Heal's videos. If you have a neck problem, she's got great content on her YouTube channel. Absolutely. All right. Sarai said Dave is in overtime. That's right. It's time for me to go. 5 a.m. over there in Latvia, Slovakia. New subscriber just joined a Hill family. Thank you so much for joining Hill family. Appreciate you. Looks like we're time to get out of here. I am at now 1 hour and 9 minutes. I should get out of here before 1 hour and 14. Kim says, OMG, why are we talking about Sluss and Funk? I guess we could talk about Shanae again. You guys want to talk more about Shanae? That's going to do it for me. Let's see if we have any voicemails before we get... Oh, geez. We have 3... Let me play these voicemails. We'll get out of here.
Hi, Dave. It's Linda from Indy again. I was going to say that Clayton's face changes so much when he's with Rachel and with Susie. But the others, I just don't think he's into them. But that's where I'm at with it. Talk to you later, Dave. Bye.
All right, I like Linda reading Clayton's face over there. Yeah, I mean, so we're starting to see who his top contenders are. Let's go to New Jersey and find Deb.
Hey, Dave. It's Deb from New Jersey, former caller, and formerly of your home state of Rhode Island. I'm calling because I have not been drinking, so I figured I would weigh in. There was something that happened last week, actually, that I thought was really interesting. It was Sally saying something about Shanae, and that she would accept her apology and she would wait and see because she would certainly show her true colors, which I thought was very interesting. And I thought that it showed her colors as well, which is that she was just willing to kind of give her the grace and accept the apology, but she was a little hesitant and suspicious at the same time and was just going to wait it out. So it's interesting to see how things are playing out with all of them. I think, it's great that Shanae is gone. I think everybody feels that way. I don't think she's mercy. I think she definitely has some issues that need to be worked out with a therapist. And as far as Teddy is concerned, she's definitely a little bit reserved, I think, for Clayton, but I really like her a lot. I don't think that her being a virgin is really a big deal. She certainly expressed herself well and her reasons, and it didn't seem like a red flag to me. So we'll see how that plays out. But I definitely think that, the front runners, seem to be, you see that connection between Rachel and Sally. And I feel like Sally's the wrong name. So you can fix that. Anyway, hope you're having a great night. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. I really appreciate that. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing a Patreon-only live stream around 10 a.m. I'll give you guys the exact time. You'll get the alerts, and for everyone who's signed up, thank you guys so much. I'll tell you which of my live stream equipment my dog peed on last night. I'll tell you all about that on the Patreon-only live stream. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have been fantastic. I have been Jake Funk's agent, and we'll get here with a love song. You guys have a great evening. Thanks for all the love, support, and encouragement. I appreciate y'all so much. Let's jam out to one final song here. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Calling your phone, why you not hitting me back? Please just pick up, don't wanna go tit for tat. Arguing on versus this, then this, that. Killing my vibe, now I'm writing this rap. This is not
Push
another
the
love
like
song.
button.
Girl, you got me and me sprung on. Loving like you know your pick stick. Curve me crazy like I did some. Really knew you was the one, no. Now you wanting to be done, so help me tie it like a zip tie. Now you're running on the run, go. Not a love song, not another love song. 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 Ran up the check, no safety on what you get. You know I'm Saint Nick, all year was getting you gifts. Can't lie, I know I've been gone, just trying to make a we spend. I know you wanted me home, don't understand why you split. This is not another love song. Girl, you got me and me sprung on. Loving like you know your pick stand. Curve me crazy like I did some. Really knew you was the one, no. Now you're wanting to be done, so help me tie it like a zip tie. Now you're running on the run, go. Not a love song, not another love song. 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 Testing me, why you always testing me? Arguing back and forth, can't make a call, might need a referee. Daughter, you not here, I'm in my thoughts, it's so unsettling. Trying to make some sacrifices, mind and heart been wrestling. Got your friends around you, talking crazy, hit them heckling. Got you in your feelings, now you hit me, and you're pressing me. Had me in the doghouse, tied down, I was tethering. But you're still right here, so are you riding, are you dead in me? Let it be. Not a love song, not another love song. Not a love song, not another love song. Not a love song, not another love song. Not a love song, not another love song.
You cut the crap.
Oh my God.